quit early.
Oh,
but there's a crash on the racetrack.
On the backstretch. Big problems going down towards turn number 3. A lot of cars involved. Rudiman is in that. Gilliland is in there. Boyer. You see the 43 of Sorensen, the 83 of Vickers. There's Rudiman. Dale Jr. caught up in it as well. Smoke just pouring out of the 88.
And this is, you know, we talk about this racetrack all the time. The big accidents at Daytona happen almost always in the middle of the backstretch. Guys jockeying for position, inside, outside, and you just don't clear somebody or you clip somebody and you force somebody into a wall, and then it's a chain reaction because you got no place to go and you can't see.
Reed Sorensen in the 43.
Here they are in a straight line. I'm not even sure where this one starts. You see the 12 car.
Wow.
He gets tapped.
Yeah.
He gets into the back. It's like Casey gets in the back of him.
Yeah, and that's what happens with these cars sometimes. If you're not dead straight when you're hitting the guy in front of you bump drafting, you're going to turn them straight into the wall.
And you saw the 00 turn to the outside. Well, obviously he got hit in the back and turned the opposite way by somebody. Now look at that. You can see nothing. From where we were sitting right there, you could see from there, you could see nothing back all the way to turn 2.
Yeah, Casey definitely got into the 12, didn't he? Watch Rudiman in the 00 come around.
Yeah, well, at this point.
Right. Oh, man.
At this point, when you're behind something like that happened, all you can do is look straight, hold the steering wheel straight, get out of the gas, and hope you don't get run into or you run into somebody. There's not a whole lot you can do in this situation.
And the thing is, the accident started. Here's what happens with accidents at Daytona and places like this. You see these guys still piling into the wreck down here. There were almost 3 wrecks there, okay? You had the first wreck. You had the 12 and the 9 get together, all right? Then the 00 gets turned into the outside wall, starts another wreck. As those cars come out of the smoke on the other side, they continue to run into each other down in turn 3. That spread over about a mile and a half or a mile of the racetrack.
And what happened was when Casey was not squared up with the 12, when he hit him, the 12 was over just a little bit. It wasn't a flat square shot, and that's what turns the car to the right.
Inside the 6th door.
And watch Junior.
Clear.
He can't do nothing. He's holding it straight.
Come on, go high, go high, come on.
Runs into somebody. There's nothing you can do about it. Most of it's luck if you get through one of these wrecks.
And that's why Wally and I said earlier, there is no safe place in this pack. There is no safe place at the back. There is no safe place at the front.
Speaking of luck, watch this one.
Just gets it straight.
Just gets by. Now Junior's right behind him, and it closes up. And that's how quick it closes up. It closes up within a car length.
I'll tell you another one who was lucky was David Reagan, because when Rudiman comes back across the center of the racetrack, Rudiman almost drills him right in the door. He just disappears too fast.
When you're sitting in the race car, how many times have you closed your left eye or your right eye and grit your teeth? Because that's how you know it's that close.
And I always like it when the crew chief and the guys come on and say, great job of driving, and you never move the wheel. You never move the wheel.
But you took all the credit,
But you take all the credit
on that one.
There's plenty of times the crew chief says, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? So you got to take them when you can get them.
Kevin Harvick on pit road, crew working on the front of him.
Front right there, it's going to bolt to the front. Halfway down the back.
And these, you know, these Band-Aids these guys are doing right now, they can put them together and they can get them back on the racetrack, but you know what? You're done. You're not going to be competitive.
Yeah, these guys are points racing now, and now it's going to come in, and you're going to have to check and see, okay, who are the guys fighting to get in the top 12? Who are the guys that were in the top 12 that are going to fall out of this? Here's a 24 car with damage to the right front. And he had a strong car tonight. I mean, we saw him drive back to the front after he got to the back. So these guys are point racing. A lot of them are point racing from this point forward.
You saw the damage of the 24. He's second in points. You see Newman on pit road. He's 8th in points. Vickers is on pit road right now. Stremmy's car is on pit road as well. And Rudiman was just 13th in the points. Here they come, Matt. Big rep, Matt.
Well, the National Guard guys are working on the race car. Always a great place for Dale Earnhardt Jr. What took place, Junior, from your vantage point?
I couldn't really tell. You know, a couple guys got together, and I just tried to say hi, and the 00 was crossed up, and we got together with him pretty hard and tore the upper A-frame mount off the chassis. So the car's tore up too bad to get back out there, but we just got it driving good, you know, it just freed it up enough to where it could go up through there. We was just trying to get around them. Everybody was in the way at that point, and we just picking them off one at a time, moving to the front. So it's a tough race for us.
All right, thank you, Junior.
Thank you.